Welcome to the One Home Top 2 Vendor Onboarding. I'm Todd Patton. I'm the founder of One Home, and congratulations, because we went through a lot of companies, 100 at least in each industry, sometimes 500. And we had a vetting process. We selected the top 5, and those 5 are now invited to this stage. So you're one of 5. Whoever's the first 2 to respond. So good luck. I hope you lock it in after this this onboarding. All right. So let me start by explaining what One Home is, because some of you don't even know. I started it about 18 months ago. Just to give quick background, I used to own a digital marketing agency. I sold it about 4 years ago. Wasn't sure what I was going to do. Was going to buy a home service business. And as I navigated that and started looking at some, I realized the industry is broken, and there's a bigger opportunity not to buy a company and scale it, but to fix this broken industry. And I believe it's broken because of sites like Angie, Yelp. These are lead companies. All they do is sell leads, and it's destroyed customer confidence. There's no trust. Companies that focus on and the importance of brand building and building their brand and a reputation, instead of buying leads, are going to dominate in the years to come. So part of what we're doing, a big part of it, is building your brand. The 2 companies that are part of our platform in each industry, we're going to make them stars in their local community, and we're going to do that by putting educational content out, hyping them up, talking about them. Why is it broken, the industry? Because of those sites I'd mentioned earlier. All they do is sell leads. All those companies are doing, Angie, Yelp, Thumbtack, and they're great companies. They know how to market. They know how to get homeowners to show an interest. And then they sell that lead to 10 plus companies. And that's disaster waiting to happen. It's not good for the homeowner because they're getting bombarded with calls, and it's horrible for the vendors because they don't know if they're going to be shopping, and it's just a bidding war, and that's no fun. That's not a way to build a business. Plus, you're dependent on them. Like I said earlier, I believe that the companies that focus on brand and understand that, hey, we have to build a relationship before the customer even starts shopping. And and look, the expensive way to do that is television. And you'll see the big companies that are out there, the AC companies, billboards, they spend hundreds of thousands. You don't have to do that now with the internet, and the way social media works. You don't have to do that now. And One Home is going to be a big part of helping you get there. The future of this industry is in trust, as I said, speed, how fast you reply, and then AI is what connects that all together. We use all 3 of those with One Home. This is the $1 million question. How are you going to get in front of homeowners? You're going to like the model. There's 3 ways. The first way is through app downloads. This is, I like to say, it's reactive. It's not proactive. I like doing proactive marketing. So this first one, it's going to happen just over time. We currently have about 600 app downloads, but this is going to be done when we get a news story that comes out. A neighbor tells somebody, but it's going to be a long process, a marathon, but that happens. And like I said, we have 600 active downloads in Broward. The second and third way on your screen here, this is what I'm most excited about. And the first one is One Home service. We actually come to the homeowner's house, install the app, and do preventative maintenance. I'll get into that in a second, of what we cover, but that's every house we go into, the app is getting installed. When we install the app, you're getting in that home. And unlike magazines that go in the garbage, this is going to be either on an iPad or on their phone, and they're going to use it regularly. The way we built this app is it's a tool, it's a free tool, and it's something that you're going to be in front of them all the time. The third way is through partnerships with real estate companies.
Todd has recently created a new product that I think is really unbelievable, and I'm starting to use it for my clients. I wanted to take the time and sit down with you and take a moment to really have you explain to us and to the rest of the people.
We ultimately are selling them a block of 50, 60, 70. And again, I'll get into that in a second, but that's a gift that we sell to the homeowners. But think of it as that's our distribution, are the real estate companies. So the One Home service, the service where we actually go out to their house, I've identified the 11 most risky maintenance items that mostly are not being done. With the exception of air conditioning filter, these things are not getting done. Your dryer vent, cleaning that out, your water heater, flushing that, These just are not happening. So we go to the house, we do it all for the homeowner, and we document it. The pricing starts at $19 a month. It's very cost effective. Every one of these houses we go in, we install the app, we show the homeowner how to use it, and it's all in there. Now, the beauty of One Home, one of the many benefits is everything's documented. So when we do work, we take a video of it and it gets uploaded. So it's like the Carfax for your home. So when it's time to sell that house, you have a record of everything. And not only the work that's being done, but you could save anything. So the title policy, your homeowner's insurance, your warranties, everything is in that home. Because of that, you can imagine a good market are real estate agents, because anybody who's moving into a house, a new homeowner, they don't know who to call when something goes wrong. They don't know. They have no idea. So realtors get a lot of calls after the fact. Mortgage companies get a call after saying, hey, where's my survey, or where's this? Or they don't know where anything is. And you could see the gift there. We created, think of a Rolex gift box that comes with a Rolex. Sometimes it's a very luxury high-end box. Inside of it is a preloaded iPad with everything about that home. In addition to everything, your company's in there. The top 2 companies are going to be in there. So they just hit a button, and then the first company to get that is going to usually be the one that gets that job. What I've realized through these last 18 months is the importance of speed. It really matters. It's lacking in this industry, in every industry, just customer service. If somebody calls, maybe it might be only a 3 or 4 person company that doesn't have a full back staff. And if they're all on jobs or they're busy and it goes to voicemail, I mean, that could be a $5,000 job, a phone call that was missed. So I created LeadSpeed inside of One Home. So part of the One Home platform is the fact that we respond instantly, and we use AI to do that. So a homeowner just hits a button and then they instantly get somebody contacting them, texting them, phone call, and then ultimately putting them in touch with their salesperson. So how does that look? Homeowner opens the app, they request a service, LeadSpeed activates. Now, there's going to be 2 ways. You could be a top 2 vendor and pay nothing. It's free. You just get the free account and you're one of the 2 companies. But if you get LeadSpeed, when they hit a button, it immediately connects to your app. So it goes directly to you, and we install that in your system, not ours. If you have the free version, it comes to One Home, and then we send it out to you. So because of that, the vendor that has that AI installed, LeadSpeed installed, is going to get the first shot at it, which we all know that's likely going to mean that 8 out of 10 homeowners are going to hire that first person. So we only have 2 companies per industry. That's it. Originally, when I started this business, I had only 1 company, and the homeowners didn't like that because they felt like it was an advertisement. So having 2 is good because it keeps everybody, on their feet, on their toes. But at the same time, you don't have to worry about getting bombarded with all these proposals and bids. The homeowners, you hit a button, you're going to get in touch with them, over deliver on service, and that's going to be a client for life for you. So how did I know this was a problem? Is we did some secret shopping. We went undercover and we called places and tested it. And the response, the amount of calls that people that didn't answer, that went unanswered, were incredible. To this day, there's probably 10 to 15 companies that never got back to me at all. And that's just lost business. And it doesn't have to happen now. And with One Home, it won't happen, because everything we do at One Home, LeadSpeed is included in the technology is included, even on the free version, version or paid. So look at this statistic. I mean, this is remarkable. Its speed is so important in this in every industry, but here. So average on the tests that we did was a 47-minute response time. It'll be under 60 seconds. So here's our pricing for One Home. Once the 2 spots are gone, they're gone. But if you want to have One Home as your partner on this, you could pick any of these 3. The enterprise is for larger companies that have multiple offices, multiple locations. But these are very cost effective. We also have a $500 fee that's waived, so there's 0 cost to get started on this. You would just, whatever the package you pick, and it's all installed in your system. If you go with the free version, LeadSpeed is installed into One Home. Obviously, that's how it's built with that. we just forward the lead to you. So it's not yours. Any of the other, if you sign up for any of these packages, the paid ones, we actually have an onboarding where we create all this stuff as you. It's your company, so nothing changes. So if it didn't work out with one home, this stays with you. It doesn't affect anything. That does two things. One, your existing business is going to feel the impact of this in an incredible way. But anything from one home, it goes directly to you. But just to tell you a little bit about that audit, we actually test. We'll make inbound calls. We'll fill forms out. We'll do text messages. You don't want to tell your staff. You want it to just be something that we, look at the data and say, here's how much money you're losing, and we charge $500 for that. If you do any of the packages with us, the paid ones, we do the test. We just don't charge anything. It's free. It's part of our onboarding, because we want to set the gauge. Where are we at right now, and how do we improve that? So the audit will give you a speed scorecard. So we'll give you a report, a competitor analysis of how well you do compared to competitors, and then what missed opportunities are there. Thank you guys so much. I tried to do this quick and look, we're building something special. We're building something to where it's a referral-based business, and we need great companies to do that. It doesn't work without you guys. We're excited about this. I hope you could tell I'm excited, and I hope to have the opportunity to earn your business and work with you on this. So if you're interested, there's a link after this webinar. You'll get an email, and you could sign up for the free one at the War at least, so you lock in that spot. That's the only way you're going to lock in that top 2 spot. And we have about 14 categories that are already locked up in Broward. And we're doing 5 counties right now. So if you get this and you're in Collier, Orange County, Broward, Dade, Palm Beach, those are the 5 we're going to do all this year. And then next year, we're going to go statewide throughout Florida. But we're building something special. I hope you join us and are part of this movement.